The other part of the consistency thing that was really hard for me is that there's so much that goes into it. I call these psychological barriers to success. If I have to figure out where I'm going to record and how I'm going to make myself look good every time I want to sit down, if I have to figure out my camera and figure out my lights and figure out my backdrop and figure out my studio every time I'm going to record, that's a barrier to me wanting to actually record. And so then I'll put it off. I won't do it. And then the same thing happens if I'm like, what am I going to talk about today? We just talked about, do I talk about the same thing or can I talk about the same thing? That's one of those struggles. But if you don't actually have a set of topics, like a content plan that you want to talk about, then you're like, okay, I have to figure that out first. And then you don't hit the record button and you don't get anything done. And then once you hit the record button, you hit start, you're like, what do I say now? What do I actually say about this topic I've decided to cover today? And I call that content outlining. And those are like the three things that I think really stop people from getting into the consistent habit of recording and putting out content.